What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'll be giving you guys a quick account update on Aether, and I will also go over the new update that just released literally today. But before I get started on the video, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and also turn on that post notification bell so that you guys can always stay tuned as to time post new videos. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're new here on the channel, I make various videos and guides on multiple games such as Tower of God New World. So if you guys are interested in those type of games, you can go ahead and click the channel down below and start watching those videos. And if you guys have any questions, I created a Discord server. I'm going to put the link down in the comment section. So if you guys are interested in joining, you can go ahead and click the link and you guys can join up the server. But anyways, I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get right into it. So before this update went live, there was like a whole situation going on for like iOS where there was like an issue where we couldn't log into the game. So, I had to wait for that issue to go away. So the issue is finally fixed, and there's basically some new changes to the game. So as you can see, the lobby is a little bit different now. So as you can see, the UI, in my opinion, I feel like the UI is not that bad, but I feel like the other UI was way better. But I feel like this one is just way more cleaner, to be honest. It's just that the UI, like the text, is a little bit more confusing. But it's better because they literally give you the option to have more space on your screen, because as you can see, there's not really that much going on in the main lobby screen. You can hide the UI, like it's pretty decent. So they basically changed the whole main menu appearance, which is actually not that bad. They didn't change this though. This is still the same, and as you guys can see, I got my Hera. Yeah, it looks pretty polished. So did they fix the modifier? They're like, okay, so the modifier is a little bit, it's still the same. One thing though is that it seems like the lighting is a little bit darker. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if I'm tripping, but the lighting seems a little bit darker now. So I don't know, but this looks way more clean, to be honest. Like this looks way more clean. Yeah, it seems like the shading is a little bit darker, like the characters seem a little bit darker. It seems pretty cool. So nothing new to that. Now they basically changed like the missions. So when you do your missions, you're gonna be able to come up here to claim them. So they basically changed that as well. This is pretty cool. Now they have like a little OST, like background lobby music up here. You can change it now, which is actually pretty solid. So let me see, I'm gonna change it to this wave. I think this is better. I like this a lot. This is actually cool. Okay, so you can now change the BGM, which is actually pretty nice. One thing that I want to change though is the background. Like I wish they give you the option to change the background. Hopefully that comes in the future, because we still can't change the background. We can only change the skin for the character, and that's pretty much it. And we can change the character that's going to be in the lobby, but I wish they allow you to change the background. That would be a lot better in my opinion, because this, like, I hope like they add a update where you can add a new background for, like, if you level up your character's friendship, you'll be able to obtain a background from that character's friendship level, which is actually pretty cool. So hopefully they add that in the future. Now for scans, as you can see, Hades is not out yet. She's coming out in like a few more hours, because the maintenance is going to happen in like 3 hours. So she's not out yet right now. Guilds is still the same. There's more guild content, as you can see, joint attacks. And by the way, if you guys are interested in joining my guild, it's called the Victors. The information is right here. So if you're interested in joining, here's the information right here. But guild seems to be the same, nothing new. Man, my guild used to be so active, but a lot of people left, which sucks. Matrix shop, everything is pretty much the same in the guild, so nothing new on that. Newcomer event, did they change this? No, it's still the same, nothing new. I wonder if they're ever going to take off the newcomer event. Like, it's just sitting here. I wonder when they're ever going to take that off, but I guess not. World chat, that's still the same. Warehouse, so everything is pretty much the same. The only thing they changed is you picking your own BGM, and the UI. Now we're gonna go over here to battle. Now they added a brand new story, which is actually really good. So we now have a chapter 10. So the main story is now continuing, which is actually pretty solid. So I'm actually hyped about that. Now, one thing I find interesting is the side story. So for Osiris, we already had the Osiris event, but it seems like we can go through the side story again and we can get rewards, which is actually pretty interesting. So it seems like, you know, they're gonna give us more rewards because of the side story. And for supplies, nothing new, pretty much the same. For sigils, pretty much the same as well, nothing new. And for challenges, they basically added a little bit more content to dimensional variable. So they added something new, which is this right here called mapper. I haven't tested it out yet, but I'm definitely gonna test it out later on. But it seems like you're gonna have to use these mappers to unlock a character. So for example, let me see if I can unlock Tsukuyomi. As you can see, I unlocked her. So it seems like you're gonna have to use mappers to unlock your characters in dimensional variable. So that's actually pretty interesting. So that's dimensional variable. Of course, they have the ranking system. Okay, we have the shop here as well, where you'll be able to obtain a free 5-star functor, which is good, and a memory treasure gallery. So nothing new. That's just pretty much the only thing. Casualty survey, I need to complete these, but they added a lot to the casualty surveys. It seems like they added more, which is actually pretty good. So more rewards, because I think you get like 200 every time you participate in these, which is actually nice. You get 200 shifted stars. Past grudges, let me see if they updated this. Nah, it's still the same. So tutorials, still the same. So it's pretty much like, I feel like this update was more of like they just wanted to make the game more polished, and they wanted to, you know, change the UI. In my opinion, I feel like this is not bad. It's kind of decent. I think my favorite part about this update is the BGM. Like, you can actually select your own BGM to put in the lobby, which is actually fire. Now, regarding the newest character coming, Hades, whether or not I'm going to sub it for her, as you can see, I have 2,990 shifted stars. In order for me to even get this character, I'm going to have to grind so hard to be able to get her. And I'm at like a 50-50, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get her. But I'm going to give you guys, you know, a quick little account update. So as you can see, I got Tsukuyomi, of course, Osiris, Wave Render, and of course I got Hera. So if you guys haven't watched my summon video, that summon session was absolutely terrible. But I was able to obtain Hera off camera, and I was able to build her, and these are the sigils that I'm using for her. As you can see, I'm using the Virgo's Meteor and Jormungandr. This is the set I'm using for her, because the Virgo's Meteor basically shortens the remaining skill and ultimate skill cooldown by 1.5 seconds whenever the mod triggers 0 time. And Jormungandr basically increases her max energy each time the energy is consumed. So she's able to use her skills more often, which is actually pretty solid. So overall, Hera, really amazing character. She's really easy to build. You can actually make her a main DPS unit because she could do a lot of damage. So she's a pretty solid unit so far. I still have to, okay, I'm able to unlock this now, which is nice. So I went the red pathway, of course, because the first part increases the non-dot damage of Phantasmal Light Dance by 15%, and then second stage increases damage dealt by 12% when the mod enters 0 time. Effect increases 12% every second up to a maximum of 60%. And third stage extends the duration of 0 time triggered by the mod for 2 seconds. So that's the pathway I chose for her. And the chip that I chose for her is when Phantasmal Dawn Hera fights as a teammate, Dawn Wish always affects another teammate. So the reason why I chose this chip is because whenever she's, like I said, Hera is an amazing character to put as your teammate. You don't want to use her as your main. You can if you want to, but I feel like Hera is going to be a good AI character to use. Like, just put her in the back and then she's going to buff your team. So that's the reason why I chose this chip, because when you put her as your AI teammate, she's going to buff up your, like, whenever she's applying that attack buff, she's going to apply it to your teammates, which is actually kind of nice. But this says not the team leader, so I'm guessing like she's only going to buff another AI teammate besides the team leader, which is interesting. But that's the chip that I chose. Now you can choose different chips. As you can see, this one affects the team leader, and Hera fights, when Hera fights as a teammate, she also receives the effect of Dawn, has no effect of Phantasmal Dawn. Hera's Aether Code Flawless is active. So I feel like I'd rather go with this instead, because I'm going to use Tsukuyomi as my team leader so that Tsukuyomi can get that buff, which is actually pretty solid. And if you guys are wondering what Dawn, what is it? Okay, if you guys are wondering what Dawn Wish is, it's basically let me find it real quick. Dawn Wish is okay, here it is. Skill 2 is basically Dawn Wish. She basically increases the attack of the team member with the highest attack. So that's basically Dawn Wish, and that's like the most busted part about Hera. So overall, Hera, really amazing character. This is the functor that I'm using for her. 0 time triggered by the mod is extended by 2 seconds. When in 0 time, increases skill damage by 30%. I wasn't able to get her functor, but I was able to obtain this, which is actually pretty solid. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my Hera. So when Hades come out, I'm gonna try to get her. Hopefully I'm able to get her. So right now I'm mainly focusing on trying to get more shifted stars, and then when I get enough, once she comes out tonight, I'm gonna try to make a video and see if I can get her. I'm gonna try to make a summon session. But yeah, man, what do you guys think about this update? Put your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you guys played the story, I want you guys to, you know, put your opinions and thoughts down below in the comment section. How was the story? Was the story good? But anyways, I'll be leaving the video at that. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. Stay hydrated, stay safe, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Peace.